Hello everyone, welcome to Valley News Now's halftime show as the Bison head into halftime with a massive 34-3 lead. Duke Schindler with you here at halftime to take you through what happened in this game, especially after what we saw in these last 2 years. NDSU came out firing here in the first half. Now, if you heard and listened to our pregame show, well, you heard me also say that the Bison we're going to strike first with a 2-score lead, and I couldn't have nailed that any harder. I just should have gone even further with it. Let's take a look at what happened here in the first half. Take a look at your screen. Obviously, the Bison jumping out early because of a smooth drive from Cole Payton, getting down the field, then dropping a dime to Bryce Lance to bring them within that 10-yard line in striking distance at the red zone. And it's Pinu who strikes a simple power run to the left, bouncing outside for 6. And I may be that prediction master here. 3 and out for the Yotes, and then NDSU, they'd come back with another big drive. Payton leading it all the way up to the goal line, and he does it all himself, powering it in for 6. 13-0 Bison after they missed the extra point. But wait, there's more Billy Mays style here on the next drive. A 6-play, 46-yarder that ended with another Pinu touchdown. 20 rip in the early second. And why not one more for good measure? Actually, 2 more. USD's offense unable to really get anything going, leaving the door open for an 11-play, 95-yard drive with 5 minutes left in the half, followed by a 2-yard touchdown grab by Bryce Lance. And then they were able to take USD and the Yotes off the field one more time, driving it down for Reese Kessel, getting a 29-yard touchdown reception. But USD, they were actually able to hold their own, at least in that last drive of the game, getting on the board to make it a 34-3 game at half here. Now, taking a look at the stats we have, Cole Payton absolutely going crazy in this one. Now, NDSU only had about 52 yards given up before at USD's last drive at the end of the half. They've given up 99 yards on the day so far. Like I said, most of that coming on that last drive of the half for the Yotes. Then there's Cole Payton, who's having another spectacular day through the air. Who said this guy was a runner? 12 of 15, 213, and 2 touchdowns through the air. Not to mention 72 rush yards on top of that and a touchdown. And he's just putting up stats. He's going to be on that leaderboard for most touchdowns here at the end of the week. Then you have Pinu, another 60 yards and 2 touchdown day for him. This is at the half, folks. We still got another half of football to play. Lance going 4 receptions, 98 yards and a touchdown. And then Bowman for USD in those Yotes. He was struggling until that last drive of the half. 7 of 12 here at the half, 72 yards. So an absolutely astounding first half from NDSU, especially knowing what was at stake here. This is a rivalry game, and NDSU has lost the past 2 to the Yotes. But they've shown out more than enough here in that first half. Enough for a full game worth of stats when they're putting up 391 total yards. Are you kidding me? Hey, I'm not going to say I want to see 800 yards, but it's certainly possible if they don't pull the starters. 178 yards on the ground between 5 different runners. And just a great half from this Bison team, really shutting down the Yotes. And they're the number 17th team in the nation. This ain't no walk in the park, especially after what happened these last 2 years. But NDSU obviously coming in and showing out this first half. It is a 34-3 game here in Fargo. We'll have more coming up here for the post-game show, give you a run through what happened in the second half. If there's even really anything to run through, we'll see if USD can make a little bit of a run to make this a tighter game. But NDSU on homecoming, showing out for these fans that had tailgated, the students, everyone's having a great time. I'm sure they're down at the Fargo Dome. We'll keep you updated here as the game rolls on, and once we see a final score, we'll hop on and give you a rundown of what happened here in this NDSU USD game. Number 1 versus number 17 feels a little bit more like an unranked versus number 1 here, but that's what you get in these rivalry games. All right, for Duke Schindler here, we will turn off the stream for now, but stay tuned. We have our Bison post-game show coming up here on the Valley News Now Network. Make sure to download that app. I won't pound that in your head too much here. For Duke Schindler on the Valley News Now desk, we'll catch you later.